Hello everybody, this is Legionnaire3755 here, and I am doing the first of very many new YouTube videos and content for this I apparently looked like dead channel. And the truth was, that's because this was a dead channel. I was using an Intel 1400K and it's lying dead on my rug right now. So I switched to AMD. We are on the 7800X3D, and life is good for this channel once again. And I pledge to never again let this channel be as stillborn as it's been for the last few months, mainly because I'm dealing with issues with Intel. So that's over because I switched to AMD Ryzen. So this is a commentary. First of many videos. We are doing an Exile on Legendary. Infinite unfortunately crashed during 2 of my recordings. So it's Infinite. It happens. It's just a very badly optimized PC game, and frankly, this channel is going to evolve to new games because Infinite is fundamentally unworthy of being a content creation game, because 343 has clearly shown that they're willing to abandon Infinite if it serves a different interest. I mean, the next Halo game has to be perfect, because Halo's support is at an all-time low. The franchise has seen much better days. Much better days. This game on its own merits is excellent, but is utterly mediocre compared to the classic Halo games. As if anybody needed to be told that. That's not something that needs to be told. So, I'm going to show you my custom Spartan on the far left. I'm wearing the Optic Gaming preset kit. I've always liked the way that looks. So that's what I'm wearing for this game. And here we go. Spawning on South Base. I'm picking up a battle rifle. And I'm pushing my teammates on South towards South Base. Now, once we get to South Base, I start putting some supporting fire down on that brute. He tries to retreat. Now, as I've said in a previous video, set and forget left stick is the way to go. Use your right stick to position where you want the crosshair to move. Then your left stick does all the work for you. Let your left stick do the work. Your right stick doesn't matter as much as your strafing and your positioning in Halo fundamentally. You have to make sure that you're setting the right stick only where you want to aim with the left stick only. And with keyboard and mouse, it's the same thing. The mouse is your guiding positioner, but your WSAD keys are doing all of the actual work when it comes to aiming. This is the trick that once you master it, it makes Halo and any FPS in general far easier to dominate in my experience. You can still have challenging games, but on average, if you're thinking in terms of movement for your aim for FPS, you're going to win far more average games than you will lose because you're focused on outmaneuvering your foe rather than out-aiming them, if that makes sense. Now I'm pushing with my Bandit, which is probably not the best at close range, unless you like prefer spray and pray close range, but I like precision at any range in Halo. So that's why I pick up that shock rifle, which is a god tier sniper in this game. Honestly, I still think it's underrated. With or without the EMP, it just so proficiently kills. Now, that was a poor shot in my case, right there. I don't feel like the skewer right now, so I'm focusing on taking down the turret, take down the turret, take him out in midair, reload shock, keeping alleys safe, pushing them off of our spawn by firing shock rifle rounds to slow down their phantom, which retreats. Now we have access to the hill. I'm patrolling with shotgun BR. They're coming with a brute, so I quickly 3-shot him. Very nice kill. That brute was surprisingly weak. I'm surprised that he went down so fast. Bip Bap comes, and he's just a slightly more powerful grunt. I'm more concerned about that chieftain and the Ravager bolts coming from their phantom. So I'm trying to suppress these 2 chieftains, so we have a big problem here. So I need to basically distract the chieftains because they're about to charge. This Bip Bap. Bip Bap is not too hard to deal with, just a slightly meatier grunt. But those 2 chieftains are going to be a big problem, so we got to start attacking them. Someone throws a shock grenade, and we have a very nice group of teamwork to take down those brutes. I'm reviving Stapler Goblin. There he goes. He's being revived right now. And as he's revived, we're pushing to resupply our weapons. I got a commando and I've got the hammer, which is God tier broken and infinite. God, the fucking hammer in this game is way too good. I love it. I don't even want it nerfed. I love it the way it is in this game. I love the hammer in this game. It is just fucking broken. The second you see somebody wielding it, you're gonna piss your pants because they're 9 times out of 10, no matter how good you are in this game, the hammer will kill you at stupid ranges. And that's the regular hammer. The rushdown hammer and the diminisher of hope are just stupidly broken. Like, the second you see somebody with diminisher of hope, it's over. Just sell your Xbox. Don't sell your PC, though. That I would never advise. Anyway, pushing to underpass. And I got Skewer and Commando. It's a good combo. Good for any range. This is one of my favorite combos. Very underrated combo. Skewer and Commando. Because now I'm good at any range. And the Skewer, God, I love the Skewer. I miss the Spartan Laser. I want it back in this game. But the Skewer is an excellent substitute because it can do basically everything. It takes down vehicles, takes down heavy targets, and what I'm doing right now is using the commander to suppress the brutes, keeping them at a safe distance. My controller disconnects, so that's why I paused for that moment. Reload commando, finish him off. Reload that there. Finish off the jackal. Finish off the second jackal. Got the boogeyman medal. Got 4 shots left in my skewer. He's retreating off of the hill. They're firing Ravager shots, so we have to back away. Let the spread of fire go away from the battlefield so we don't get burn or plasma damage. Reloading skewer again. Pushing on underpass to keep them away from Exile. Now I'm going to use the skewer for another purpose, which is anti-vehicular. I'm going to fire at the Phantom and disable it, because then they can't send extra troops. So this next shot basically forces the Phantom to retreat, and they have to cut off the reinforcements for sending. So I'm keeping them suppressed, and notice that there's less enemies charging us. If I had left that Phantom standing, we would have had way more enemies flanking us. Instead, they are a moderate force, and we can easily take them down. So that's a good strategy to use. If you have an anti-vehicular weapon, subdue that over the enemies. because the infantry will be halved by default. So they're definitely sending more reinforcements, but as long as the Phantom isn't a threat, they can't keep sending continual reinforcements. There goes the Needler, which is kind of hit and miss in this game. It's been better and worse in other Halo games. It's kind of average, I'd say. Commando's underrated. In my opinion, it is an stellar weapon. It is stellar. People say it's a bad weapon, they're wrong. Like, this weapon does plays. That weapon I have served me well in Infinite so many times. I use the Commando every time I see it. And because I know people don't like the Commando and don't pick it up, it's just an advantage. Because it's too easy against an AR to win with the Commando if you know what you're doing. It takes more skill gap in the Commando than the AR, but if you know what you're doing, you will pulverize any assault rifle user in this game. And that's what the best assault rifle in the entire history of the franchise. Like, the AR is way good in this game. It can kill at any range. It's effective at any range. I don't think it's broken, though, because the BR is even more powerful. It kills any range, and it's just stupid good. I understand why Bandit Evo replaced the BR, and I love the BR over the Bandit Evo, but I understand why that 343 favored the Bandit, that the pro gamers favor the Bandit. It's a more fair DMR. It's not broken like in Halo 4. It has a skill gap, but it's fun to use. So it makes sense that that's the competitive weapon. Too bad this game's pretty dead. Like, I'm going to keep making Halo content always on my channel, but Halo has seen better days. Let's just say it that way. It's not looking good for the future of Halo right now. So as someone who wants to make technology and especially gaming-focused content on my channel and grow my business aspirations through it, Halo has become, unfortunately, a net negative towards those aspirations. I never thought I'd ever say that in my life. When you tell me, like, 10 years ago when I was playing Halo 3 on Valhalla Big Team Heavies, that this game would be irrelevant and not good, I would, like, fight you on the street for real and draw blood. Not anymore. Now, I pretty much agree with you and pour myself another drink of cappuccino.